Hi, this is Kiran. Let us have discussion about electricity and magnetism. Of course, we are in third module. In third module, let us discuss about electric field. Please try to understand the subject properly. Yes, there is a charge. Let us observe the diagram carefully. Please. Around the charge, there is electric field. There is electric field. Able to see the diagram? Yes. If you observe the diagram, around the charge there is electric field, but intensity of the electric field is very high near the charge. Intensity of the electric field is very low away from the charge. Now, what is electric field definition? There is a charge given. Let us define that charge as capital Q because that is a given charge. Around it there is electric field. We are going to define what is electric field. There is a definition for electric field. Now, let us consider a test charge. Maybe something like small q. Obviously, as they are of same in nature, the capital Q will repel that test charge. We are going to test what this capital Q will do on small q, how it behaves. It will repel. Yes. Consider one more test charge. There is one more test charge, isn't it? Now also this capital Q will repel that because they are same in nature. But here the argument is in which case the repelling force is more. In fact, in the first case the repelling force is more. Now the electric field at any location, the electric field at any location is nothing but the intensity of the repulsion or attraction, the intensity of the repulsion or attraction of a test charge. Instead of saying that test charge for 1 unit of test charge, for 1 unit of test charge. Now, let us consider a small test charge kept at some distance r. It will be repelling. There arised a force, repelling force. Why it is repulsive force? Because they are same in nature. Now, yes, at that location, wherever you need, you can find the electric field. But here, for the derivation sake, but here, for the derivation sake, we are going to find the electric field at that location. That is electric field. Here is the definition. Electric field is a vector quantity. Electric field is a vector quantity because in a particular direction the electric field is. Always please remember, with respect to a positive charge the electric field is directed outward. With respect to a negative charge the electric field is towards it. Now, electric field is the rate of intensity of charged particle capital Q, the rate of intensity of charged particle capital Q to repel or attract a test charge small q. A test charge small q. Now, how to define it? It is rate. I mean, with what force it is repelling at that location. If the same particle is kept nearer with high intensity, it will repel. If you move it away from it with less intensity, it will repel, isn't it? Now, so The electric field here is E is equals to F by Q, force by Q. In fact, in Coulomb's law topic, we have a formula. The force F is equals to K Q small q by R square. What is that? The force by Q. By Q, why we are taking that? The rate of intensity of repulsion or attraction. The rate of intensity of repulsion or attraction is nothing but electric field. I mean, for 1 unit of test charge. For 1 unit of test charge. So, electric field E is equals to KQ by R square. KQ by R square. Now, the electric field of a charge, capital Q, at a distance R. At a distance R. Forget about the test charge now. Think about only the capital Q. For this capital Q, around it, there is the electric field. At the location where we kept the test charge. At the location, what is electric field? Remember, it is a formula. Now, note is the electric field of a charge capital Q at a distance R is yes. Observe the diagram. Yes. Very simple it is. There is capital Q at a distance R. What is the electric field? E is equals to KQ by R square. E is equals to KQ by R square. Now here, if it is a positive charge, that is directed away. If it is a negative charge, that is directed towards it. Note. One more note here. The electric field of a charge capital Q at a distance R is away from capital Q if the charge is positive. It is towards the charge capital Q is negative. Please remember that. The same time, let us observe one example. Now, the example is on the vertices of a square of side A, there are three charges Q which are identical. Then, what is the field at the blank vertex? What I mean, there is a square given of side A, at three vertices. There are charges kept. There will be one blank vertex. At the location of blank vertex, what is electric field? Yes, there is a square of side A. There are three charges given. Three charges given. Able to observe the diagram? Yes. Very simple it is if you observe it properly. Now, with respect to charge A, there is a electric field. It is away. Of course, let us assume that all the three are positive charges. Anyway, in the question also, it is given that all the three charges are identical. So, obviously, very simply, we can take that positive charges. With respect to C, there is a electric field. Because always with respect to a positive charge, the electric field is away from it. Now, with respect to B also, there is a electric field. There is a electric field. Now here in the question, the thing asked is, what is the net electric field at that location D? Now, E1, E2, E3. Yes. What is the side of the square? A. Now, define one by one. E1 is a electric field. Of course, it is a vector quantity. E2 is a electric field, it is a vector quantity. E3 is also a vector quantity because it is electric field. Please remember, please remember, electric field is a vector quantity. You should not take numerical summation. You should take vectorial summation. Now, if you observe the diagram, all the three charges are identical and at the same time the sides are same. Obviously, E1 and E2 are same here. E1 and E2 are same because from charge C to the point the distance is A. From charge A to the point the distance is A. But E3 differs because from the charge B to the point the distance is how much it is? Yes, we know that root 2A because it is a diagonal. See, from B to the point the distance is root 2A. Yes. Now E1 is equals to KQ by A square. E1 is equals to KQ by A square. E2 KQ by A square. E3 KQ by root 2A. Why? That is root 2A is the distance there. Where? From charge B to the point. That is equals to KQ by 2A square. Now, how to sum up all these three electric fields? If you observe them, E1 and E2, they are perpendicular. E3 is along the diagonal. So very simply, you can convince that the angle between E1 and E3 is 45 degrees. The angle between E2 and E3 is again 45 degrees. You can take the components. So E net, all that three fields together will make a resultant field along E3. Along E3. So E net is equals to E3, E3. For E1 take a component along E3. For E2 take a component along E3. So once again E net is equals to E3 plus E1 cos 45 plus E2 cos 45. So E net is equals to KQ by A square. KQ by A square. Apply that E1, E2, E3 values. Get that KQ by A square common. After simplification, you will be getting E net is equals to KQ by A square into 1 by 2 plus 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2. Of course, cos 45 is 1 by root 2. So E net is equals to KQ by A square into 1 plus 2 root 2 by 2. Like that, there will be so many models of problems where we will discuss in the problems session. All the best for your preparation. Prepare well.